All right, welcome back, little moonbeams, to our next little moon reading. Woo! We are doing a series for our new moon in Gemini happening this Friday, May 22nd, 2020, whoop, at 10:36 a.m. So, we've already done our air signs. Happy birthday, Gemini. Started off with air because happy birthday, Gemini. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius taken care of. Woo! And we have done our water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, message received. Now we are moving on to our fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Really love that I'm breaking this down by element. Feel like the messages are a lot more resounding, if that's a word, or if that even makes sense grammatically there. So, yes. We're here, we're doing it. Fire signs, it's your turn. I've, had to take a break, ate, recharged myself with my Qigong, and, rehydrated, super important, and we're ready to go. So, let's explain the easels. I painted them myself. Super fun project. If you have your own easels, highly suggest you decorate them yourself and just enjoy. Allow that creative process to unfold if you feel so inclined. So, we have 5 of them. They represent the Chinese 5-element theory. For those of you who are familiar, great. For those of you who aren't, let's go over it. Recap: wood starts in the spring, represents springtime, represents growth. So the card that we're going to put here is how you're going to grow due to this new moon in Gemini. Second is fire, summer. And this is what you're showing. This is what you're sharing with the world. That is going to be due to this new moon in Gemini. Bam, on to Earth, which is late summer. Yes, there's a late summer. So, late summer, that is all about manifestation and what it is that we are trying to grow. So what is it that this new moon in Gemini is going to lead you to manifest? And then we've got our fall, autumn, metal, which is all about letting go, all about release. What is it that this new moon is going to help you release and let go of? And then finally, we have water, winter, and winter is our incubation period of hibernation. So what is it that we are incubating? The way I see this, growing is one thing, manifesting is a specific intent, incubating is what is being done over time. This is an elongated process. This is what you want to continuously manifest. Manifesting, this is like, what do I want to manifest right now? This incubating, this is what do I want to manifest forever, right? Long term, short term, long term, short term, long term. That's how I'm breaking it down. Bam. So, let's get started into this beautiful reading. I want to re-cleanse the space. I got my heart and my crown chakra candles blazing, and they are beautiful and they smell great too. So, wanted to go over the cleansing process with everybody, okay? Okay, awesome. So, I have decided that I'm trying to just not purchase as much Palo Santo due to the deforestation that's happening for that beautiful tree. And I'm also trying to, I really need to get it to start it, but white sage, green sage, and purple sage, I really want to harvest myself, dry myself, burn myself, right? So I'm trying just not to outsource these things as much, trying to source them from within, because then that way it is more eco-friendly. Pow, 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 yes. So if that doesn't resonate with you, cool, do what you need to do. However, for cleansing, I feel like these selenite wands are amazing because they are reusable and you're not taking away of any more resources every time you use it. Or get a new one because you don't really need to get a new one as often as you would anything else. So this one I like for me, personally, just felt super drawn to it. Love the way it holds in my hand. However, there's so many different types of wands out there. Get what resonates with you, and we're going to go over this process. So for those of you who know, awesome. For those of you who don't know, hello, welcome. The way we cleanse a space, it's always from the inside out. So for example, if you're cleansing your home, you're going from the innermost heart of your home to the outermost towards the doors to expel the energy. Yes, so we go from inside to outside, and then we're also making little circles going to the left counterclockwise while we are moving little to big in a counterclockwise left fashion. Okay, cleansing. Cleansed, check. So, next is drawing in the positive energy that we want. And in order to do that, we are going to put it in our right hand now. And we're moving now the little circles from right to left, as well as drawing this big circle from the outside in. Okay, so now they go from big to little. We're drawing all that good energy to the inside. Woo! Done. And we are cleansed and ready to go. Just going to draw in heavenly energies into this room, space between me and my workspace, into my workspace. Let's move the energy here, all of the chi, and just get it going and flowing. Awesome. I'm going to invite Kuan Yin, all of my guides, guardians, angels, ancestors who I have, faith in and who help me, and to just be present, help me with this message so you can better receive it. I invite all of you who are here, the Leos, the Sagittarius, and the Aries. This can be your sun sign, this could be your moon sign, this could be your rising, this could be your Venus, this could be a stellium of 3 or more planets in one of these signs in your chart. Whatever it is, who am I to say, oh, your Venus is more important, your Mars is more important. If you feel drawn to your Neptune and your Neptune's in Leo and you're like, I feel that fire, be here. Who am I to say that you shouldn't be? And if you don't have any major placement, any of these 3 major placements, and you're just here to watch, welcome. Welcome to watching. So, thank you. Awesome. Yes. This is what we're doing. I invite all of you who are watching to invite your own guides and guardians, or whomever you believe and have faith in, to be present to help you better receive this message. Awesome. Now we're just going to set the vibrational frequency. Fire coming in with the double dings. All right, let's get started. First, we're going to pull from this Moonology Oracle deck. It's a wonderful deck. I love the words when actually reading the descriptions. They are beautiful. They are informative. They are powerful. The energy from them is phenomenal. I've liked them ever since I received them. A million times more than I thought I would, because the physical energy is just palpable. So let's see what the new moon in Gemini on Friday, May 22nd of 2020 has in store for our fire signs of Leo, Scorpio, and Aries. Awesome. Let's see. So the first card we're going to be drawing is for spring. It's the wood. It is all about growth. Let's see what it is that we need to know, Leos, Sagittarius, and Aries, about what this new moon is bringing us in terms of growth. Woo! Okay. All right, fire signs. It's time to release negativity. Full moon Scorpio. So whatever it is, if it's a negative paradigm, set of, mind frame, if it's, that Debbie Downer, glass is half empty type of perspective, it's really time to shift that. Being a pessimist, seeing the worst in everyone, seeing the worst in every situation. Yes, it's valuable to be able to see all those things so you can be aware, so you can be, of that person, of that place, of that situation, and all the outcomes. But at the same time, just have a little more faith that something great is going to come about, because this is what's really going to help you grow. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, and I do see this in fire signs. I have seen this in fire signs where it's just Aries is expecting the worst because they think that they're the only ones who can do it. Leo is afraid of, the worst happening as much as they want to believe the best. And then Sagittarius, they'll just run away if they even get an inkling of negativity. So it's time to release this negativity, because this negativity is really what's hindering you and blocking you from growing. That is a very, very apparent message. So this next one that we're pulling, it is going to be for water. This is what we're incubating. Ooh, full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. How wonderful, fire signs. So, I mean, and this could be... The only reason why I say that this is exciting is because it feels like it's going to be a time of celebration, a time of joy. It's going to be a climax of creativity, a climax of just exuding your power, taking back your power, and having this energy and momentum to move forward in what it is that you're incubating, what it is you're trying to create for the long term, right? Day in and day out. That'll be great. And you know, since it's going to be a fiery climax, and since it's in Aries, be wary of people of exploding yourself, or, you know, people who might be explosive or argumentative or trying to stir the pot. Like, that's not what's needed right now. Release the negativity, release the you know, back and forth, and just the toxicity of the situation, and just, you know, have that passion and that determination, while also being able to find a softness and a kindness. Utilizing that water. All right, and then this last one, this is going to be our earth easel. So this is what we're manifesting. Ooh, balsamic moon, a time for healing. So this is what you're manifesting right now, fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. You're manifesting a beautiful time and a space for healing. You're manifesting your own inner healing in order for you to continue manifesting other things and moving forward. So Gemini, new moon, this is coming up on Friday. You probably are already feeling the energies of it, but there's going to be some major healing going on for all of the fire signs right now. And it's necessary, and it's for this cycle. So, bottom of the deck, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Wow. So, the end of a tough cycle is really approaching. A fiery climax. A time for healing. And the tough cycle ending this negativity. Releasing and ending this negativity so you can grow in a new positive light. And really heal yourself from all your past traumas, your past, you know, just pain and suffering and heartbreak. And healing all of that. It was a tough cycle. It's something that you've seen over and over again. It's something that's repeated itself, probably why you have such a negative outlook at this moment. And, you know, it's going to end. This tough cycle is going to end, and it's going to bring in a new cycle of healing, which is ultimately going to bring in a better cycle for you to experience for the rest of your life. Beautiful cards. All right, so next we're going to pull from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And then we're going to pull for the fire position as well as the metal position. Also love these cards. Very wonderful. I did find something very weird about them. I will share that in a video later. Maybe, maybe not. Just because I don't want to call out Stacy. But at the same time, I'm really confused by it. So I might send like a private email or something if I find it in the book. So anyway, back to what we're actually doing for this reading. Let's see what the new moon in Gemini this Friday, May 22nd, 2020 has in store for our fire signs of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Oh my goodness, I just realized that my background music is not playing. I just want to put that on real quick. Apologies for this pause, but I mean, hopefully you enjoy it, so it's worth the wait. So let's get started. This is fire for the fire signs. So this is what it is that you're sharing and showing with yourself, with the world. Wow. This is very interesting because we actually just got this in the same exact placement for our water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So long night moon, darkness. This is all about going into the dark without being afraid and seeing what you don't usually see in the day, because we see so many different things in the darkness that we don't see in the light. Different creatures come out. You know, we have a heightened sense. We heighten our other senses since our sense of sight dims. So oftentimes we'll be able to hear things more clearly, smell things more clearly, feel things more clearly, right? So utilize your other senses at this time other than your sight. It's not all about what you see. Sometimes it's about what you feel. Sometimes it's about what you can hear. Sometimes it's about what you just know, right? So utilize these other senses and really dig deep. Allow the darkness to illuminate around you, because this is often having to do with shadow work, dark night of the soul, those types of things. Like, this isn't saying that you'll necessarily go through that, but it might be similar, or you might actually be going through that and just seeing the darkness that lives inside of you. This isn't saying that, like, oh, you're evil, or, you know, you're just gonna, like, castrate your shadow. No, you're literally just bringing it to light so you can sit with it and understand it better. Because the more that we understand the different facets of ourselves, the less scary and ominous they are, and the more we're able to be in this place of acceptance. And when that happens, we notice that there's more happy and harmonious relationships with ourselves that we can extend out to the rest of the world and to others. So it's time to illuminate that. This is what the Gemini new moon is sharing and showing, apparently a lot of us, is the darkness that exists within us, and bringing it to light and nurturing and loving it and allowing that acceptance process to happen. So that's a lot that's going to be happening for us. You know, Aries, you know, don't be too hard-headed to believe that there is nothing that you can't improve on. Leo, be careful about having so much pride in yourself that you believe this also to not be true, or that you don't need to visit this or look at this. And Sagittarius, please don't run away, my friends. This is going to be something very important for this healing. So let's see what we're letting go of with the metal portion. Oh, wow. So we're letting go and we're releasing pleasure. Waning gibbous, 1 and 8, that's a 9, so that's kind of a completion of cycles. So maybe there's been too much focus on pleasure, whatever that is for you, whether it's substances, whether it's, you know, it could be drinking, it could be smoking cigarettes, it could be other substances, it could be an overindulgence of sex, it could be, you know, an overindulgence of Netflix and chill, without the chill part. Like, maybe you're just Netflix binge watching, like, literally. Whatever it is that you're doing, you could be doing too much of it. You could be overindulging in this pleasure, and it's time to let that go. Because it's no longer helping you, and it's no longer healthy for you. So whatever this pleasure is, I mean, and this isn't to say that you should never enjoy yourself and you should be, you know, an Amish person and just let go of anything that ever brings you pleasure. No, 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 no. You can still have sex. You can, you know, safe, consensual, adult sex. You can still have, you know, you can still have a drink every now and again. You can still do these things that bring you that you enjoy, but at the same time, make sure it's done in moderation. And if it's something that is really awful for you that you find pleasure in, you know, try and substitute it for something else where you know that there's actually no benefit. So, yes, it's a little, you got to let go of the overindulging. That's what it is. It's not letting go of pleasure altogether. It's letting go of the overindulgence in a specific pleasure that's now become detrimental to your health and moving forward and creating stagnancy. Beautiful. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Wolf Moon, hunger. There's something that you're craving. There's something that you're wanting. There's something that you're yearning for, that you have a hunger for. And it's natural to you. It's so natural. It's just as natural as the wolf howling at the moon. It's this need, this fulfillment that you're looking for. But the thing is, this is definitely blocking it, this overindulgence. This is also definitely blocking it. This focus and attention on the negativity will never get you to this place of satiating your hunger. And then this is also blocking it. This darkness that you're not even willing to look at and sit with out of fear. but just know that it's a facet of you, so it's going to be okay. And it will, and once you start doing these things, taking care of these things, it's really going to help you with this hunger that you're feeling. And it's going to be an extremely healing process for you. Like all of this that you're doing, it's going to be extremely healing for you. And it's going to allow that hunger to be, I don't know a better word, to be satiated, to feel good, to put you in a good place, to be fulfilled. So that's what's going on there. The end of a tough cycle is approaching, and you can feel it, and that's giving you the hunger of something more, and this is something you've been craving for your whole life. And it's been innately ingrained in you. So as this tough cycle comes to a head and really starts to slough off, you're going to start manifesting more than you can even imagine. Alrighty, let's get into the good tarot, get into the specifics, see what we have going on in all of these realms and what messages we have. This is for the new moon in Gemini on May 22nd, 2020, and this is a message for all of our fire signs, for our Leos, for our Sagittarius, and for our Aries. All right, let's get into it. Beautiful. Alrighty. First one out of the deck is the Queen of Water. Wow. So in your wood area, in your time of growth, you have a lot of water in there. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So when we release this, once we release this negativity, your Queen of Water tendencies are going to step in. And the Queen of Water, this is someone who literally has complete emotional fulfillment, and they know how to give and receive their love, their nurturing, their care, and they know how to be tender, how to be soft, and yet so powerful, because water is soft, but when it becomes a wave, when it becomes an undertow, when it careens through the earth and creates canyons, it is powerful. So you're understanding the power that you hold in your emotions, and these negative emotions, how much power they've had over you. And as you release them and realize that there are so many positive, beautiful things in the world, it's going to liberate you. And you're going to really understand the power that your emotions have over you, and the power that you can have over your emotions by just being in alignment with yourself and this place of emotional fulfillment and contentment, by literally just shifting your perspective out of the negative and into the positive. This is what you're growing into. You are inherently the Queen of Water. Beautiful. And this is so true, because talk about emotional. We talk about how water signs are super emotional. I'm sorry, but I know all my fire signs are also super emotional. Like, yes, my fire aspects of myself are just as emotional as my water aspects of myself, just in a different way. And this is really being able to harness and understand those emotions so you can move forward with this sense of peace, the sense of confidence. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energies. I love it. I love it. Alrighty. Next one is going to be the Four of Earth, darkness. And this, you have a 4 and a 4. You have 44. So this is angelic. This is divinely guided. This is the number of the archangels and our purpose. So the Four of Earth is traditionally holding, it's the Four of Pentacles, and it's holding on to things because you're afraid of losing things, right? So this card, it's more of a giving. It's like this person, this Fae, isn't even afraid of losing anything. And it's almost like they're presenting you a gift. They're presenting you the gift of understanding your darkness. They're presenting you the gift of no longer being afraid of loss, being afraid of theft, being afraid of not having enough. And challenging this darkness and receiving this darkness and accepting this darkness and understanding it is really going to help you get there. It's really going to help you understand and realize that you have more than enough. You have so much that you have enough to give, and that you are safe. You are angelic. And you're being watched over and you're being protected, to be honest. That's what 44 brings up for me, at least. So, and yeah, this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful time if you allow it to happen, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. It can only be you who decides that you will allow for this to happen. Oh, wow. So we have the 7 of water coming out in the earth for manifestation, a time for healing. So while you're doing this healing and you're being able to manifest, all of a sudden you're going to have all of these options. You're going to have so many beautiful options for emotional fulfillment. And this is going to be different for each of us. Some of us might be emotionally fulfilled because when we want to have a family, because a family and creating a family is what we feel divinely called to. For some of you, this is going to be choosing your career path. For others of you, this is going to be choosing finance, money-making ventures, whether they're part of your career or not. For others, this is going to be creative endeavors of artistry, of craftsmanship, whether you're building a house, building a computer, or building a home, whatever it is, it's going to be a creative, fun endeavor. This could also be furthering our education, going back to school, reading more books. It could be anything. You have literally limitless options. And the thing about this card, and that I always try and remind people about this card, is you don't have to pick just one. So many people get caught up in which one do I pick, which one do I pick, which one do I pick, that there's nothing but stagnance. But you can pick multiple. And the beautiful thing about it is you can bounce from one to the next in this beautiful harmonious rotation of energy and get multiple things done. So it's just giving your undivided attention to one thing at a time, and then moving on to the next one when you're ready. So for example, I don't just read cards. Like, I don't just do card readings. And, you know, when I do it, I'm here, I'm present, I align with myself, I give myself full time and attention. Then I move on to the next thing. I'm going to be making a mala after I'm done with these. So there's so many different things that you can choose for yourself. We're all multifaceted. And this is, you're going to be healing, and once you're healing, you're going to be presented with so many options of what it is you truly want to manifest. That is going to be a beautiful time for you. Well, all of this is going to be a beautiful time for you. Even if it's difficult, it's still going to be so beautiful because you're healing, you're moving forward. So let's see what this next one is. Oh, wow. So with this release of this pleasure, this overindulgence, justice is definitely cutting in. Justice is coming in. Justice is going to make sure that this happens, that, you know, that justice is received. So if it's gotten you in trouble, in legal trouble, or if it's, you know, caused other problems in your life, whether it's with yourself, with your mental health, with your emotional health, with your spirituality, with your connection with your guides, with your connections with your partners, with your connections with your families, whether it's children, parents, spouses, whomever, like, justice is going to be served. And justice is going to make sure that this happens, that this release, that this letting go of this overindulgence happens, so you can get back into balance with the scales. Sword of Justice is going to cut through these ties, because this is no longer healthy or good for anyone. This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Justice is coming in. And they're going to make sure that you get on the right path. Right path of building yourself up instead of destroying and destruction. Okay, so under the bottom we have 9. We have the Hermit. This is going within. Fiery climax approaches. What is it that you want to incubate? You're going to have to go in to find the answers. You're going to have to figure out what it is that your passion is, what it is that your calling is, what it is that you want to do, that you want to create, that you want to do for the long run, day in, day out. And again, it could be multiple things. You can choose multiple things that you want to invest your time and your energy into. But it's time to go within and really spend this time with yourself, discovering your darkness, discovering these different facets of who you are, how you process things, and what it is you like to indulge in. And then really deciding, letting that dictate, okay, well, where do I want to go? What do I want to do about this? And how do I want to handle this situation? And so you might have to go within. I know we've been isolated for a long time. It's been, shoot, almost 3 months, but it's been 2.5. So like literally, you're going to have to continue this for a little longer. I know it's social Gemini season, and I know we're getting into summer, and I know a lot of the quarantines are being lifted. Please be safe during this time. Make wise decisions. Still be safe. Still be responsible. Still be respectful of others around you. But at the same time, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, what I'm really getting from this is it's time to go within. Like, whether you're isolating yourself or not, like, go ahead, go be around people if you really feel so inclined, because most of you are really social and like that. And that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, in order for all of this to be done effectively and to be done sooner than later, because let's be honest, the sooner you get started, the sooner you're going to be done with it. You're going to have to go within. Yes. Go within, self-reflection, really giving yourself the time and space that you need for this healing. Alrighty, let's see what the Light Seers Tarot has to say. I'll show you the Light Seers Tarot. Love this deck as well. I love all my decks. They're just amazing and beautiful. This one is so colorful and vibrant and encompassing. I love it. So let's see. This is for the new moon on Friday. On Friday in Gemini, May 22nd, 2020. This message is for our fire signs, for our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Alrighty. So let's see what else is going on with this Queen of Water energy, as well as this Four of Earth. Clarify what some of the options are and what Justice is going to be doing and how you're going to hermit. So what's going to help you? Let's see. For our fire signs. Wow. So you have the Queen of Water and the Queen of Swords. Your head, you're going to have to use both your head and your heart to release this negativity. You're going to have to use your intuition and your discernment. You're going to have to get some clarity in your mind, and you're going to have to really feel through this. Like, what is it that planted this negativity in the first place? What is it that is really keeping you from growing? Is it a disbelief in yourself? Is it this belief that nothing ever turns out how people want it anyway? Like, these are old paradigms. These are stale beliefs. It's time to move on. It's time to create a new narrative for yourself from this empowered place. Look at this double whammy of power. You have your guides and your guardians with you. This is wit. This is your higher knowing, your higher knowledge that you've accumulated over the years, whether from higher education or experience or a culmination of the two, and just really remembering how you felt in those situations of you thinking these different things and where it took you, and being able to release all of that and let it go. So this is the perfect team to have with dealing with this negativity. So really get into your head, really get into your heart, and get them on the same page. Get them on the same page. And they're going to be to help you. This is you. This is yourself trying to help you. So for this darkness, we have the Four of Earth and we have the Hanged Man. So it's time to find a new perspective. It's time to shift your seeing and understanding of the situation and moving out of this sense of lack and into a sense of abundance. It's about revisiting your darkness and perceiving it in a different way, instead of as something scary, evil, or ominous, as something that's just different. As, you know, like a rabbit in the darkness can even be terrifying if you only hear it and you don't see it. But at the end of the day, it's still a rabbit. So is the darkness within you. It could be as simple as a fluffy little sweet rabbit. I'm not talking about like some rabid psycho jackalope or something. Like, you know, just like one of those soft little sweet bunnies. And it's time to shift your perspective on what darkness is and what the darkness within you is. And this is going to be also a time of stagnance, because you have a Four and then you also have the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is hanging around. They're not moving. This is not active. This is, and it's not like you're stuck, but this is stability. This is being stable and taking time for yourself, with yourself, to look within yourself. It's taking that time and space. It's honoring and respecting it, and it's slowing down to be able to get this work done. Beautiful messages. Thank you, Spirit. So let's see what we have for the next one. Your healing and your Seven of Water. Ooh, you also have the Two of Wands. Okay, so with your healing, what direction do you want to go in? And what is it that you want to choose out of this Seven of Water? It almost looks like you already know. You already know. This looks, oh my gosh, this is such a Sagittarius card. This person's traveling. They already know that they want to go to the beach, like have adventures. So, you know, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, harness this energy of, you know, your wildest dreams, your fantasies of traveling, of adventures, of experiencing the world, of having these, creating these moments, you know, and turning them into memories, and just really living the life that you've always wanted and been too afraid to leave your room to do. This healing is going to allow you to really take those first steps and choose the life you've always wanted to live by choosing the things that speak to your soul, that speak to your emotions, that really have you in the feels. This is the time to let your feelings, let your emotion, let your intuition guide you. Let your heart guide you. Take that leap of faith. Believe in yourself. Give yourself permission to enjoy life, to enjoy the adventures life has to bring. Not everything is doom and gloom. Alrighty, let's see what we have for this pleasure and justice pile. Ooh, okay, that makes sense. Hello. So, top of the card, the Devil. And this is manipulation. This overindulgence, it's definitely temptation that you've fallen into from the devil. And it's not like, oh, the devil's trapped you and you can never get out. It's not anything scary or ominous like that. This is literally a card that just represents temptation and manipulation. So you're falling into this temptation, and this needs to be released. This agreement, this contract that you've made with temptation needs to be released and cut out. And guess what? Justice is here to do it. Look at that sword. It's lit up. It's ready to go. It's going to cut right through these ties. It's almost as if the devil's like, oh, okay, here's your life back. This devil's giving you your life back because justice is like, oh, good thing you did, because I was about to just come in. Swords blazing. Devil's like, fine, take it. I don't even have time for it anymore. So you're taking back your life from this cycle of temptation. Justice is being served. Justice is coming through swiftly and cutting these ties, cutting these strings that the devil has on you that is causing this overindulgence of pleasure. It's time to let it go. It's no longer helping you. And justice is going to make it happen. And the devil's even willingly giving you up. Just like, that's okay. I've had my fun. It's time to move on. Underneath the bottom of the deck, wow, a fiery climax approaches, the Six of Wands, which is also fire, and the climax is a victory. Huge victory. And not only are you recognizing your own victory and feeling good and empowered about yourself, you have all of these hands that are hailing this just joy and excitement for you. So there's people in your life who are going to notice this change. There are people in the spiritual realm who are going to realize this change, and everyone is cheering you on, and they're so happy for the victory that is coming your way. You just need to go within and have some self-reflection. And wow, Ace of Earth. And you're going to have this beautiful pentacle given to you that is going to inspire and instill, and it's a spiritual connection too, something major for you, a path new to you that is going to lead to abundance and prosperity. Go within, reflect, and it will lead you to your victory. You are going to overcome this. You're going to overcome all of this, and you're going to do it beautifully. Even if it's tough. And of course it's going to be tough because nothing, sometimes things aren't easy, but ask your guides to bring you the easiest way possible, because sometimes it can be. I've learned through my development and through my growth and through my dark nights of the soul and shadow work and revamping of myself and coming to understand myself, some things are really hard and some things have been surprisingly easy. So, be optimistic and say, I can do this, and I might be able to do this easily and grow before I know it to this victory. Alrighty, so last cards for some guidance, Archangel Oracle, and then we're just gonna close out, okay? This has been beautiful. Thank you for these messages. I hope you're all in a good place to receive these messages and really invest in yourself. Invest your time and energy in yourself to be the best version of yourself so you can enjoy your life. You deserve to enjoy your life, and it's coming. It really is. Okay, so this is for the archangels. This is for the new moon in Gemini this Friday, May 22nd, 2020. For all of our beautiful fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And I'm going to be doing some of this too because my moon is fire, so... So this is what's going to help you. This is your guidance. Life review, Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Archangel Jeremiah is one of the two archangels who meet us as we're crossing over from this world to the next, and goes through with us a life review and everything that we've done and experienced in our lives, things that we regret, things that we feel good about, everything. So it's time to go through that. It's time to do a life review. It's time to see all the times you were negative. It's time to see, when the darkness has shown its face. It's time to see when you've done healing for yourself and what that looks like and how it was. It's time to see when this temptation took hold of you and what the core of the need for this temptation is. What is this temptation filling for you? What is it doing for you? What was the original thing? For example, I started smoking cigarettes when I was 16 and working in a restaurant because I wanted my breaks and I wanted to be social and I wanted to make friends. So it's just like, is that really... And I didn't want to always be working. I want to be able to take my breaks. So And cigarette breaks were the only acceptable breaks. If you were standing around for 10 minutes for nothing, it was like, well, what are you doing? So it was like an excuse for so many different things. And then it became something that I was addicted to for 10 years of my life. And then I quit. This is like 6 years ago I quit. And so, you know, it's all about what was the root of it? And how do I fill something else in its place that is healthy for me for when I feel these ways, right? So thank God I just don't work in that industry anymore, so it's not really a need for me to hold on to, but I held on to it for other reasons. But ultimately, just realized it wasn't giving me pleasure and found other things that did. So do this review. Do this review with your heart and with your mind, and really see how you can shift your perspective and realize you have more than enough, and weigh your options and move forward. Thank you, Archangel Jeremiah. Let's see what else we have. Oh, I think I saw it. And this is so perfect for fire signs if it is. Yes, Archangel Haniel with passion coming through. Archangel Haniel is also the one who's in charge of all of the moon cycles. So perfect that this is coming as a message for the new moon for the fire signs. All of you have so much passion. You are burning with passion. You literally are created in this just beautiful passion. So trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So something new is coming to you that is going to make you realize how much love exists in your life, and your path for your career, your path for your finances, your path, and it's going to be a passion. It's going to be something you love, and go after it. Take the leap of faith in yourself. You deserve it. Follow your passions. Yes. Yes, Archangel Haniel. We will. We love it. So the last one for fire signs, we have Archangel Gabriel with creative writing. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So, and this could be free writing. This could be anything. This could be, spoken words. This could be poetry. This could be limericks. This could be sonnets. This could be music. This could be anything. This could be a list of all of the negative thoughts that you ever thought before, and then a list of all of the things you wish you thought instead. This could be a list of everything that you think you know about your darkness, and then everything that you wish that your darkness would be or could be. This could be a list of all the times you've been able to heal, and then congratulate yourself for it. So this could be all the time that you've experienced pleasure, and then understanding when it was healthy and when it was harmful. Really do these things for yourself. Make that time and space, because so often when it stays in our head, that's when the fear builds and we want to run. That's when we shut down and don't even want to look at it. That's when we're not even willing to accept or acknowledge that there's even a problem. So write it down, because once you write it down, it'll get out of your head and onto the paper, and you'll really be able to release it, but also assess it. With this life review, I feel like this is paired with this. This is going to be really important for you to do together. So that is your guidance from the archangels for this new moon. Underneath at the bottom of the deck, we have Archangel Azrael, which is Archangel Jeremiah's partner when it comes to helping people transition over. You're a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Archangel Azrael is our counselor once we pass over, and they're the one who lets us know that everything's going to be okay and talks us through it. So this is what you're doing for other people on this earth. You're here to help them You're here to help many people benefit because you have such a loving, reassuring energy. All three of the signs, fire signs, really do, where it's just like you have this ability to make people just feel good about themselves and good about their lives. I've noticed that across the board with all three fire signs. So this is what you're here to do. And this might or may not be a passion for you as far as a career. Maybe you don't see yourself as a counselor, but this could be so many different things. This doesn't have to just be a therapist. This could be probation in JDF, in a juvenile detention facility, and, you know, helping out these kids who need a parent or an adult role model who's a positive role model. This could be counseling people and furthering their education if they don't know how and you have a higher education, and just counseling them through it. This could be counseling your own kids and helping them through whatever they're going through. This could mean so many different things, but first and foremost, it's about counseling yourself. It's about counseling yourself through all of this and bringing yourself the guidance and reassurance that you can do this and everything is going to be okay. Because you bring that message to so many other people. It's about time you brought it to yourself and believed it for yourself. Sorry if that was a bit blunt. It felt a little blunt, but it was just like, this is what you need. And it's going to lead to this beautiful victory for you. Alrighty, so let's close out, break it down. It's time to release negativity, so then that way you can grow and do this with the feelings of the Queen of Water and the emotional knowledge and understanding of the Queen of Water, and also the discernment and higher understanding of the Queen of Swords. That's really going to help you, and this is also who you're growing into when you release this negativity. And then, here, let's move these real quickly. And then we have darkness. This is what is showing, this is what you're sharing during this new moon. It's going to be opening up to your darkness and realizing you have more than enough, taking on a new perspective so you can understand and accept the darkness that's within you. Because not all darkness is bad. We need to remember that. It's just sometimes not healthy because we don't have a healthy relationship with it. All right. And then we have a time for healing. This is going to help you manifest. Once you heal, you'll be able to go into the directions of your passions, and really, you're going to have so many options. It's going to be hard to pick, but guess what? You can always pick more than one. What are you releasing? You're releasing this overindulgence in a pleasure that has now become a vice. Justice is coming through swiftly. The devil has, you know, tempted you enough and pulled the strings for far too long. Justice is cutting those ties. That is no longer going to be an issue for you anymore. The divine is coming in. The universe is saying no for you because, I mean, apparently this has gone on for far too long. It's time to let go. As far as what you're incubating, a fiery climax approaches. This is going to be one of passion. This is going to be one of purpose. This is going to be one of independence. This is going to be something that you are determined to do. And it's going to be something that is going to happen when you go within yourself. You're going to be gifted this beautiful coin and opportunity. It's a golden opportunity to bring abundance and prosperity in your life. And there's a huge V. There's a huge victory in it for you. And you're getting recognition for it from yourself, from others in your life, and from spirit. And everyone is so proud of you. And you're proud of yourself. So do a life review. It's going to help you get through all of these and also, you know, really heal yourself. And then, you know, really follow your passion. Trust and follow your passion. It's going to help with your love life. It's going to help with your career. It's going to help with your ultimate being. And then, you know, do some creative writing. Do it with your life review. Go over some of these different things that we've gone over in your writing because you're a counselor. You have helped guide and reassure so many people. Do it for yourself as well. And people, you know, it is your calling. And the end of a tough cycle is approaching again. So since this is Capricorn, I feel like it's career and finance related mostly. But it could also be this negativity, this darkness, and this pleasure, this overindulgence that you've been holding on to for so long. As, you know, the release of negativity The negativity mind frame, that could just be something that was ingrained with you, that was in your environment, that you've held on to. This pleasure, this overindulgence in pleasure, it could be a coping mechanism, time to find a new one. And this darkness that you've been running from and afraid of even confronting, you know, it's about time you've approached it, and you might realize it's not even as tough as you thought. You have an innate hunger in you. That is this fiery, burning passion. You have this natural need, and you want to fulfill it. You want to feel it, and that is what's coming. That is what's coming with this victory. You are fulfilling your hunger of what it is that you have been feeling for so long has been missing or lacking in your life. So, beautiful reading, beautiful cards, beautiful messages. Thank you so much for taking the time and space to be here and to receive this message. I have thoroughly enjoyed this. I hope you have as well. Thank you so much, Spirit, for everything. And please, please, please remember, above all else, to shine bright. Shine your light, shine it bright, unapologetically, unafraid, and just keep on shining. I'll talk to you again soon.